This is kind of crazy to think about. The end, the potential end of physical media. And we're getting closer and closer as the days go by. Of course, it's just so much easier to sit around and queue up Netflix, Hulu, what have you, Vice, getting up and putting a disc into your Xbox, your Blu-ray player, whatever you have, right? Sony, who is one of the creators of Blu-ray technology, is supposedly cutting production. So let's talk about this, guys. So I pulled this up because a lot of people are like, you don't know what the heck you're talking about. Who created Blu-rays? Well, it was this group consisted of, it's the Blu-ray Disc Association Nonprofit Mutual Benefit Corporation. So back in the day, oh gosh, back in the day, if you guys remember, back in the early, well, mid 2000s, there was HD DVD, which was Microsoft ran, and then of course Blu-ray, which was led by Sony. Well, if you guys didn't know, it was actually a beneficial group of Hitachi, HP, JVC, Mitsubishi, Panasonic, Pioneer, Philips, Sony, and TDK. Okay. So let's come here. This is where we're getting this information from. The Gamer is reporting that Sony is gradually stopping production of Blu-ray discs, which kind of surprises me, right? And I only say that because as of right now, the only way you can purchase digital games for your PlayStation is through Sony directly off of the PlayStation Store. So it's not like you can go to GameStop or whatever, purchase the code for whatever game you're looking for, and then type it in to redeem it, like you can for your Xbox, like you can for your Nintendo Switch. So I always thought that they would always continue to release physical media games. Why? To prevent people from saying they have a monopoly in the gaming market, not allowing a free market for people to go and get their games cheaper, or potentially just, have some kind of way to, be able to fight this. Anyways, while physical media isn't nearly as popular as it used to be, there are still options to purchase disc games or Blu-ray movies. That being said, Sony will reportedly make massive cuts in the Blu-ray production via layoffs at the manufacturing base. Okay. Eventually, according to the report, Sony plans to cease production altogether, signaling a dramatic end for physical media. Now, I'm not sure if this is like across the board, because I guarantee you, like we read in the collective that, makes the, that was creators in the Blu-ray technology. I'm sure there's other people that make Blu-ray discs, not just Sony. So we should be okay. But yeah, it's no secret that physical media is a dying art. With the litany of streaming services such as Hulu, Max, Netflix, there's almost no need to collect Blu-rays and box sets anymore, which is 100% correct because I'm a massive physical media guy. I love being able to hold it, look at the art. There's just something about it. It's nostalgia for me because I'm old. And with that being said, like it definitely is a dying art. And I hate to say it, I don't remember the last time I bought a movie. Like I can usually Google it and find out where, I can watch it, stream it. And with the advent of Microsoft's Game Pass, along with massive discounts digitally via Steam or PlayStation Network, so too has physical games gone out of vogue. Heck, you can even purchase a digital-only console at a modestly cheaper cost. No, to me, it's not worth it having a digital-only console. I want to be able to put a disc in there if I end up purchasing said disc. Water break, guys. Don't forget, stay hydrated. With that being said, while physical media is dying in a sense, there are more avenues to enjoy things digitally that hasn't stopped the sales of physical copies. It's still possible to walk into a GameStop, Target, or wherever you purchase games on release date. That's at least for the time being, because Best Buy announced plans to eliminate selling movies and big box stores could follow suit, which I believe Target is following suit, but they're only keeping in stock like the top, I think it's like the top 50 movies, because I was reading an article talking about that the other day, and they were talking about how they are starting to cut down on their physical media, which makes sense because it takes up a lot of space. And, you could just throw Funko Pops in their spot. While these retailers could follow Best Buy's lead or choose not to altogether, it sounds like they eventually might not have a choice. That's because, according to a report from the, however you say that, Sony is looking to cut significant portions of its employment from their, uh, manufacturing base. That base is responsible for production of Blu-rays and reporting paints a bleak picture for employees and physical media collectors. Like I said, in my opinion, this is going to be a massive hit. It will be. But I think with the collective that is behind the Blu-rays, there's bound to be other places that make Blu-rays. It can't just be Sony. And a report, manufacturing base is home to approximately 670 employees. Of that figure, Sony reportedly plans to eliminate 250 jobs. That figure is close to 40% of the plant's workforce. More so, senior employees will be offered an early retirement package per the report. Okay. The planned cuts and buyouts stem from a decline in demand for physical media like Blu-ray discs, with the likes of Netflix and Hulu dominating the sphere and streamable media. What's more, according to them, Sony will eventually cease production of Blu-rays altogether in the future. A timeline for that decision was not included. It's really making me wonder if it's going to be like 2028 or something like that, because you don't just cut 40% of the workforce just, out of the blue. While it's been abundantly clear for some time that movies, TV, and gaming were heading towards an all-digital future, there was still hope of a reality where physical media could still exist. Saturday's news obviously puts a huge gash in the hoop, and in that hope. That said, the PS5 and the Xbox Series X will have a disc-based model, and there's still a good chance for the remaining duration the games will come out as usual. After that, we'll see when the dicey. I do think that after this generation of consoles, I would not be surprised if it goes strictly to digital only. Only because, like it says, Game Pass. We talked about it the other day where Microsoft now has, NVIDIA now or whatever, which is a cloud-based streaming service that is potentially coming to the Xbox here soon. Cloud-based gaming, which Microsoft has really been pushing. And like I said, Sony and PlayStation I would not be surprised if they're like coming up on that like rather rapidly compared to everybody else. Anyways, let's go full screen, guys. All right, let me know what you think about this. Do you think this is a good thing? Do you think it's a bad thing? Are you just indifferent, or are you like physical collector like me? Because I love my physical games. I love my physical movies, all that stuff, because I get to hold it, unlike where you purchase the digital copy, and guess what? It's basically a leasing right. Like you could eventually end up not having it anymore because Sony's like, yeah, we're not going to carry that anymore, or because Microsoft's like, yeah, we're not about to license that anymore. It's just one of those things like you end up learning as you continue to go through and look into stuff. Anyways, you guys, mash that like button, comment down below how you feel, and subscribe. We're on our way to 8,000. I can't do this stuff without you guys. Y'all take it easy. Have a great, wonderful day, and I'll catch you later.